You're watching 25 News at 4 with Jenise Rebholz.
A deadly officer-involved shooting. It's been years since Peoria police have had to use that term until today. Now, we've seen several recent domestic violence incidents in central Illinois that ended fatal. For the next half hour, we're digging deeper into the issues by looking at the impact on victims and the community. I kind of touch on why it's so hard to leave a domestic violence situation.
Right. I think Amy said it right. It takes 8 or 9 times to leave.
Right now, him and his family are focused on his comfort. While his neighbors, they're focused on his fields. This was the scene Monday. More than 80 farmers bringing their energy and equipment to take care of SIP's corn and bean fields. They also have hogs there. The SIP family tells me the work would usually take anywhere from 10 to 14 days. But their group effort got it done in just one. That's 9 fields, around 640 acres. It was organized by Dennis Brooks, Kevin's best friend, and he says this is just what the American farmer does. Brian, I got to set the scene for you, all right?
Okay.
It's like 8:30 in the morning. I got my kid in my little backpack carrier,
okay,
and I got 150 pounds of dogs dragging me across the yard, and rain is getting me sideways. It was a ride out there this morning.
You had fun?
100 things to do in Peoria before you die. It covers everything from entertainment and trails and some of the best places to eat. The U.S. Department of Education is laying out details about the student loan forgiveness program, including who is and is not eligible. Sometime next month, the DOE will unveil an online application for debt relief. We're going to begin this half hour with some developing news today. 2 people, including a child, have died, and a person is in custody after a 911 call inside a home in West Peoria this morning. That was 8 hours ago. As we were driving to the scene, still 20 miles away, we could see that plume of smoke across the interstate. Now tonight, we know that 7 cabins are destroyed, but the good news is no one is hurt. That's why we're wearing yellow today, to show our support for Leah. And the town of Normal is also naming today Leah Marlene Day. Paige Blanzy is live in Normal. And Paige, how's everybody feeling ahead of the parade? It's been a beautiful day across central Illinois, but not without a chilly start to the morning. Devin Mishuli in today to tell us about our weekend rundown. This is not a hurricane anymore. What is this?
This is a post-tropical cyclone.
I gained access to the Pinckneyville prison to learn more about the evidence that he says will set him free. It's a story you'll see here first. Some of the potentially impactful pieces of evidence: the DNA testing verifying the hair of Ms. Nowlin on the deathbed of Christina and her DNA on the bed sheets and pillowcases. Now, I talked to the woman that actually owns this camper. She tells me that she just got it a month ago. She's only taken it out once. Now, you can only see what looks like cosmetic damage, but she took me inside, and you can still smell a little bit of smoke inside the camper, even though the only damage appears to be on the outside. The most Midwest thing you'll say all day: it's not that bad outside without the wind. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Jenise Rebholz.
And I'm Kyle Beachy, and I wish you weren't exactly correct.
In my scientific opinion...
Yes?
Yes?
You're right. You know?
I'm always right. I feel like I don't necessarily come in contact with this, so the algorithm works on the videos that you like, and I'm on Mom Talk. So
I'm
all
on
my
Comedy
TikToks,
Talk, so I just see jokes and stuff all the time.
Yeah, so our feeds are good. Warning to U.S. citizens to get out of Russia while they still can, as Russian President Vladimir Putin continues his military draft. These dogs are stoked in Del Mar, decked out in life jackets. One day at our pod, we had a candy potluck.
Oh, I missed that day.
Our dentist would be so mad. So we all tried it, and I am happy to report that it's garbage.
It's terrible.
Tonight's debate between Republican Esther Joy King and Democrat Eric Sorensen is drawing attention nationwide, and it's tonight's top story. So I will be married 3 years next month, and my advice, and this is specifically for my generation, is put the phone down. And I have to have that conversation with myself all the time, because we're just so used to being on our phones all the time.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
And I have to make like a really conscious effort to turn my phone around and just put it away and just like focus on the conversation.
You know, that's great advice for single people, too.
It is. Honestly, in any relationship, with your kids, with, you know, your co-makers, put your phone down. Good evening. It's been an emotional day for everyone across the board. We've seen smiles of excitement and even stoic faces. But across the board, everyone just says they're grateful to be here. And I'll gladly stand up next to you. This also marks an especially emotional trip home for Vietnam veterans, the vets that weren't welcomed home with open arms the first time.